Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm excited to be finally setting up for May. So here I'm going to show you a few inks I'm using. This is all goldgrun. Next I have a sample. It's the Sydney Darling Harbor by Robert Oyster. I don't know how to say that name. And then I'm still using Vinta's Bodabil, the purple sheen to green ink. These are some of the markers I'm going to be using. As you can see, it's all Crayola super tips and some mildliners. There's only two mildliner colors, but I have them in both regular and brush tip for the yellow. So this month I decided to go back to drawing since April and I had a bit of a disagreement. And Beltane is not probably my favorite Sabat, but I did some research into associations, ended up going with lilac and mint and honey as my themes. I will add in honeybees at some point. I just have not done it at the time of filming yet. So here you see I had a sort of penciled in start and am decorating the mint, and I'll go into the lilac here in a moment. The mint was inspired by a Shada Campbell video that I would link, but she has mint in so many videos. I'll link to her channel below. So with that, I'm going to jump into a sped up time lapse of this drawing so you can join me there. Now that the calendar's finished, I'm moving on to setting up my cleaning tracker. I am returning to the wheel tracker. I make a big stuff up this month, but you'll see I'm using my circle maker and dividing things out. Again, last month's chart seemed like a good idea, but I'm so motivated by filling things in that I think I actually accomplish more whenever I have the wheel to fill in. So another change I'm making this month is to divide up my habit trackers some. So I'll be putting them beneath my cleaning tracker. Then to the right, where I have been doing my trackers, I'll have a mood chart and a space for gratitude. One thing this does mean is, well, that Morgan was very interested in being involved, but it does mean that I won't be tracking my tarot draws on a monthly scale. I think that having space on the weekly will be a good way for me to get back involved in tracking that by filling it in on a space where I can see it there. As is, I'll go a few days of remembering and then forget again, and then just sort of disappointing when that happens. So I think seeing it on the weekly is going to inspire me to keep up with that. Also on the mood tracker here, you see I'm doing 1 through 10, 10 being high energy, happy, and 1 being very unmotivated or sick. I'm interested to see how this works out for me. I'm hoping that it will be insightful and helpful, even more so than this past month's little chart. I do have to say that I have loved drawing this mint on the different throughout the different spreads. It's really fun to draw and really satisfying. Here you can see in a really great view that I lined across. I did vertical lines in the cleaning areas where I should have only had horizontal lines. So after I letter in this, when I go in to write what areas should be cleaned during each week, it ends up being all sorts of divided up. I did think about going in with a white gel pen and fixing it, and I may go back and do that, but you know, because these pages are yellow, I do think that it'll probably draw more attention to it if I try to fix it than if I just leave it alone. flipping back to my monthly overview and adding in my goals. Last month I never actually filled them out, but this month I have actually filled them out already since recording before we get into May. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that it brought you some company during this time or inspired you. Have a blessed Beltane.